Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea and it's nice to have you guys here. I'm a little nervous because I got tagged in a very interesting tag. I got tagged by Alice and this is the No-Cut Confessional Tag. So I'm not going to edit it, I'm just gonna go. So the questions, there's only 4 and I guess the whole point is you just answer the questions and you're not allowed to go back and edit your answers. So yeah, here goes. Okay. I feel tired, despite the fact that, oh, and I'm just going to apologize, because since I'm not allowed to edit this, I'm going to say a lot, and you're going to realize how much I cut out of my videos. So I feel tired. I feel really tired. It's Saturday when I'm filming this, so I did sleep in today ridiculously late. I slept until I woke up at 9:30 and then my alarm went off at 10:30, but I didn't get out of bed until noon. But I'm still tired, because I'm always tired, because I have fibromyalgia and that just seems to be part of the game. I feel stressed and a little anxious because I'm still waiting to hear back about my portfolio results for my PhD. And I've been assured that I will pass, that they wouldn't let me submit my portfolio if it wouldn't pass, but if it doesn't pass, you get kicked out of the program, like that, like you're done, goodbye. And so knowing that that's the consequence, I just feel really stressed and anxious, and I'm trying to just focus on comp exam prep, which also makes me feel anxious and stressed. But I'm trying to focus on that stress and anxiety and not portfolio review stress and anxiety, because I have no control. It's out of my hands. I'm just waiting for the results. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel in a nutshell. I also feel hot, and not in a good way, because it's spring, and so it's just starting to get very warm, and it's hard to keep my apartment cool, and I'm desperately trying not to turn my air conditioning on, but at the rate things are warming up, I'm probably going to have to turn it on in the next week or so, fingers crossed, which means goodbye double-digit electric bills and hello triple-digit temperatures and triple-digit electric bills. How else do I feel? I do feel happy. I think it's important to not only focus on the negative emotions. I do feel happy from time to time. It was recently my birthday, so I'm happy about that. I feel really good actually about being 36, which is kind of funny, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with age. Age is a state of mind. So yeah, I feel good about that. So yeah, depending on what I'm thinking about, I'm either stressed and anxious or I'm actually okay. Just a bit weird, but that's kind of how life goes. A year or so ago, I wouldn't have been able to focus on the positive. I would have been completely dwelling on the negative. So I feel good about that. I feel good that I've made enough progress that even when I feel bad, I can still recognize the good things. So, second question or thought or confession, I want a lot. I want to pass my portfolio review. I want to pass my comp exam. And I want to start writing my dissertation. I want to graduate, and I want to get a job, and I want to start paying off my massive student loan debt. I want to go back to London, which thankfully I'm doing in October, but I also want to know my student loan situation for next year and my summer teaching situation, if I will be teaching this summer. I want to know those things before I book flights and book hotel rooms. So yeah, that's a little stressful too. Going back to the I feel question, I feel a little stressed about planning this trip because when I was talking about wanting to plan a trip, I was referring more to kind of in my own time, and now it's like, no, I have to be there by the end of October for this conference, and so I'll feel better about the trip once everything's booked and done and kind of ready and just counting down the days. After watching Claire Chanel, her channel I Am Couchette, I think, or something like that, she just unboxed 2 new Hermes Kelly bags, and I just think she's the luckiest thing in the world, and I think she realizes it because her unboxings are hilarious. Like, she definitely understands, like, it's a big deal to have a Kelly bag. I would really love a Kelly bag one day. That's like a long term want. Like, one day I want to have all my student loans paid off and a retirement plan worked out, and I want to be able to just save up my money to spend it on something as ridiculously expensive as a Kelly bag. That's kind of a long-term want. I fear a lot. Yeah, I have to work really hard not to be an overly fearful person, because a lot of my anxiety comes from things that I'm afraid of happening or not happening. Like, I'm afraid of not graduating, or not getting a job after I graduate. I'm afraid of not paying off my student loans. Money makes me very afraid. And it's a constant balance between spending money and rewarding myself and being sensible with money, but still treating myself and not like hoarding every penny and living locked in that fear of not having money. But also balancing that with not being overly casual about it and spending all my money. Like, I'm constantly like on a fence with that, where it just feels like either I'm going to spend all my money and be completely broke, or I'm going to let the money worry make me so anxious that I don't spend any of it, and I don't live, I don't enjoy things. So money makes me afraid. Despite what it looks like from recent haul videos, money makes me very afraid. Just especially when you're dealing with the amounts of money of like my student loans, which I'm not confessing to here, but it's a lot. Take whatever number you're thinking probably and like multiply that by a few, or tack a few extra zeros on the end. It's a lot. 3 graduate degrees is not cheap, we'll put it that way, especially when you fund your way through one of them. My first master's was self-funded, not fun. My second master's was self-funded, not fun. So yeah, money makes me afraid. What else makes me afraid? Flying. Despite my trips to London, I think because of my trips to London, like over the last several trips, over the course of several trips, because I'm now flying much more than I was, during my 20s, I've become much more of a nervous flyer, and long haul flights, because it's 10 hours that something could go wrong, and that's kind of what I think while I'm flying. So I have to work very hard on that fear. And then the final question, so this video doesn't get too long. I am brave, because I do live my life despite my fears. I am strong, because I get through my feelings and I don't let the negative emotions and feelings get me down too much or for too long. And I've learned how to embrace the positive emotions. So I focus on, I try to focus more on the positive and less on the negative, and that's way oversimplifying it. It is not as easy as that. That's something that's much easier said than done, but I have managed to get there a bit. I still have a ways to go, but I've made progress on those issues, on those areas. I am quirky and creative and fun, I think. I'm nice, I'm kind, and that's not just me saying that. That's something that I actually hear a lot from you guys in the comment section, which makes me really happy when that comes through, and that, you know, complete strangers who've never met me can watch a video and say that I'm a nice, kind person and that they value that in me. That makes me really happy. I think that's about it. I'm a geek, I'm a dork, well, to quote my YouTube channel name, Je suis juste moi, I am just me. I'm me. I am whom I am. I couldn't change that even if I wanted to, and I don't want to. And I think that's something that I have learned over the last 36 years. It has taken me most of those 36 years to learn it, but that being yourself is the best thing that you can be, and that when you try to be someone or something other than yourself, you're only doing yourself damage in the long run. It's exhausting, and it's not a worthy use of that time and energy, because you will ultimately be a failure because you can only be yourself. I think especially in an environment like YouTube, it's very easy to compare yourself, and it's very easy to want to be like other people. I mean, I certainly watch channels like Alice's and think, oh my gosh, I wish my editing was as perfect, and I wish my camera work was as perfect, and she clearly knows how to use the settings on her camera much better than I do, which, by the way, Alice, I'm still working on like playing with the manual settings after your video on that. But like at the end of the day, I'm not Alice, and my channel isn't Alice's channel, and so if you wanted that, you'd go watch her channel. You're here because I'm me and because I do what I do, and it may not always have the best lighting or the best camera work, or I may not always be the most articulate, but for some reason, for more than 550 of you, nearly 600 of you now, you like that and you accept that in me. And yeah, so I think that's a good way to end this tag. I am me, and that's more than good enough. Okay, if you liked this, please give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment, some kind of positive affirmation, because this was, the thought that I cannot edit this is really making me a bit like, I know I should have a counter for how many times I said but I'm literally just gonna chop off the awkward bits at the end and the beginning. But yeah, see, I can't edit that. I'm gonna edit the beginning and the end, like the awkward, like starting the camera bit, but and put on an end card, but that's it. Nothing in the middle is gonna get edited, and now you've seen all that, and oh my god, now I'm embarrassed. So yeah, leave me a comment and just tell me that it's okay and not to feel too embarrassed. And who do I want to inflict this tag on next, since Alice has done this to me? I tag all of you, literally. If you have a channel and you are watching this, I tag you. Whether you are one of my subscribers and I am aware of your existence, or you are a new person stumbling on this, tough luck. You picked the wrong video to click on because I tag you. And when you do it, let me know, come back in the comments, or if I am subscribed to you, I'll see it in my sub box. But yeah, let's get everyone on YouTube confessing. This was created by Shanna, I think, from the channel Nanaloo, which I'd never watched before Alice's video, but I will link that down below as well. And yeah, I'm gonna shut up because I can't edit this. I can't edit this. Okay, so I tag all of you. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, especially if you are going to do this so that I can see it. And yeah, I'm gonna shut up and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. I'm just gonna leave all of this in. Yeah, so yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut up. Okay, bye. Shut up, Andrea. Bye. I'm such an idiot sometimes. Why do you like me?